Today we're baking challah bread
from scratch.
For this recipe, we're going to need 1 cup of lukewarm water, 2 teaspoons of instant yeast, 4.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt, 3 large eggs, and 1/4 cup of olive oil. First of all, we're going to need to activate our yeast. To do that, we're going to take our cup of water and our yeast. You're also going to want to add a little bit of sugar. Mix the yeast until it's all been dissolved and let it sit there for 5 to 10 minutes.
Our next step is going to be to mix together the flour, salt, and sugar all together in a mixing bowl.
Okay, so next we're going to add 2 of our eggs and our oil. And with the 3rd egg, take the yolk but leave the white there. Add in the yeast and mix it again. And you're just going to want to keep mixing everything until it forms a nice dough. Once you've kneaded it and it's nice and soft but not too sticky, place it in a bowl, cover the top with some plastic wrap and let it rise for about 2 hours. And don't forget to grease the bowl before you put the dough in. So it's been about 2 hours, and as you can see, the dough has risen. Now we're going to want to take it out and split it into 3 different pieces. You're going to want your pieces to be about 16 inches long. And once you've stretched them out, you're going to want to braid them. Once you've got it braided on the pan, sprinkle it with a little bit of flour. And cover it with a clean towel and let it sit there for about an hour so that it can get nice and poofy. Alright, so we left the bread here for an hour and it's risen quite nicely.
And now we're going to set the oven to 350 degrees and spread the egg white on the bread.
Once you've got the egg white all over, put it into the oven and leave it there for about 30 to 35 minutes. And halfway through, just flip it around, so at about 15 minutes. Alright, so it came out and it looks really good. So right now we're just going to leave it to cool, and once that's done we'll be able to try it and see how it is. So we were going to wait for it to cool down, but it just smelled so amazing that we just had to try it. And it's really good. It's super soft, but the crust is very crispy. It has a nice flavor. Hopefully you enjoyed the recipe if you tried it at home, but that's all we have for you today.
Bye-bye. Do you think 2 could find this? Yeah, 2 could still find this.